Hey guys, what is going on? It's your boy Anog from Anog Gaming. Before we start the video, if you hear any horror movie type sounds, my parents are watching a horror movie in our movie room just down the hall. So, yeah. Anyway, my buddy Vincent made a video game. I haven't seen anything about it other than the link that he sent me and the fact that it's about Kermit the Frog. So, without further ado, let's get this video started. Thank you for joining us today on the Anog Gaming channel. Please remember to drop a like, hit subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and if you are interested in any merchandise, or as you young kids call it, merch, please click the link below. It would make me so happy. Now, on with the video. Thank you again. Alright, here we go. So, the link, if you guys want to see it, is right here. It will probably also be down in the description, as long as I can remember to put it down there. But it is, https, the regular, sharemygame.com/@thatonevinny/escape from Hermit. Alright, let's actually get into the game. I don't know how to play. Vincent never explained any of this to me, so I legit have no idea what I'm doing. So, let's get this open and, yeah. Welcome to Hermit's Gauntlet of Doom. This is my first ever game that I have made for my game development course, so don't judge too harshly. I tried my best to deliver a unique story with fun around every corner. This is a horror/thriller game and is made for a mature audience. How to play is you just press the numbers 1, 2, 3 depending on what choices you get. There are 9 different and unique endings, so I hope you enjoy. Press 1 to start your thrilling adventure. There we go. Can't be the number pad 1. You're walking through the woods late at night. You're looking for your friends, but you're all turned around. You think to yourself, I should have stayed home instead of camping. The full moon glares at you from above as you make your way across the forest floor. Something rustles in the trees above you. A small green figure catches your eye as it nimbly jumps from tree to tree. It's too fast to keep track of, and suddenly it goes quiet again. I think he means to say quiet. First critique. You got a spelling error in there, buddy. I got you. What will you do, player? Investigate or run? Investigate. You choose to investigate what the little green figure was. You scan the trees in the bright moonlight for the figure again, but you see nothing. Then a voice, a comical one, says from the trees behind you. I can't do Kermit the Frog voice. I kind of wish Vincent was here for that, but... you look lost, little one. I can't do that. Here, wait. Miss Piggy? Yeah, no, I can't. Do you need help getting back? Yeah, I do, you say suspiciously. Follow me, then. He falls to the ground and stands barely 3 feet tall. I'm Kermit the Frog. Miss Piggy. I don't know. What sound does Kermit the Frog? I don't remember. Oh, Hermit, because, copyright. So, Hermit leads leads you for about an hour. The night quiet around us. In the distance, a large structure sticks out of the ground. I'm assuming that's supposed to say another spelling error. I got you, buddy. The ground. As you get closer, you realize it's a cave. This isn't the campground. Hermit chuckles. I do have one condition. I'm going to bring you back to your friend. If I'm going to bring you back to your friend. What's that? You ask quizzically. Ah, good use of a word. Complete my gauntlet, and I will take you to your friends. What will you do, player? Oh, there's a cave now, huh? Alright. We'll walk into the cave. You walk into the cave. The smell of rotting flesh and damp, stale water, pungent in the air. You cover your nose as the sense of fear trickles down your throat. It would be better if you said spine. Anyway. You keep walking until you come across a fork in the path. One path glows a dull red color, and the other isn't lit at all. You look behind you and see a hermit's silhouette, barely visible from the distance. What will you do? You see, I think he wants us to walk down the red one, because, it's glowing. It kind of has a glowing path, so I think we're going to take route number 2. You choose the dark path. The smell of moss and damp rocks fills your nose as you make your way through a labyrinth of tunnels and more caves. Before you know it, you are lost. What will you do? Like how lost? Like we've been walking around for hours and we just gotta turn around and walk back? I'll continue walking. You continue walking for a while, trusting your instincts wherever you go, letting them guide you through this immense maze. After an hour or so of walking, you come upon 3 different pathways. One glows a soft green in the end, and you could barely just make out the sense of birds chirping and wind blowing. The second glows a dull white at the end of the tunnel, and the other dark and gray, leading to more tunnels. Obviously, 1 and 2 are traps, so we're going to 3, baby. You choose the dark path. The smell of moss and damp rocks fills your nose as you make your way through a labyrinth of tunnels and more caves. Before you know it, you are lost. What will you do? Continue walking. You continue walking for a while, trusting your instincts wherever you go, letting them guide you through an immense maze. After an hour or so of walking, you come upon 3 different pathways. One glows a soft green in the end, and you could just barely make out the sense of birds chirping and wind blowing. The second glows a dull white in tunnel. So we ended up back where we started, right there. So, the green one makes sense for Hermit, so I think we're gonna go green this time. You rush into the green tunnel, the sounds of birds chirping. Another typo, you said chipping. And unless they're woodpeckers. The wind blowing makes you run faster and faster. Excitement and joy build in your chest, but are crushed in an instant when you enter a small cavern. Well, our only option is investigate. In the middle of this cavern, a small stereo and a green light sit on the floor. You pick up the stereo, which was emanating the sounds of nature. You look up from the shadows and emerges a large, muscular green figure. You are so lost in the caverns, and no one can hear your blood-curdling scream. You have discovered ending 5 of 9. Try again. No, I'm going to investigate the reality of life. Well, obviously, we are going to try again. You are walking through the woods late at night. You're looking for your friends, but you are all turned around. You think to yourself, I should have stayed home instead of camping. The full moon glares at you from above as you make your way across the forest. Something rustles in the trees above you. A small green figure catches your eyes and nimbly jumps from tree to tree. It's too fast to keep track of, and suddenly it goes quiet again. What will you do? Investigate. Alright. Do you need help getting back? Yes, I do. Follow me then. Barely 3 feet tall. Yes. Alright, this conditions beat my gauntlet. Alright, well, we are going to run. You break into a sprint, leaping over rocks and fallen trees. Behind you, Hermit leaps from tree to tree. Slowly growing in size, he lets out a blood-curdling roar, planting the seed of fear in your chest. What will you do, player? Hide in a bush, keep running, or stand and face Hermit? I ain't no coward. You choose to stand your ground against Hermit, but Hermit was no longer just Hermit. He stood around 78 feet tall, extremely muscular, with a murderous look in his eyes. What will you do, player? Stand fight. You choose to fight Kermit. A sense of adrenaline rushing through your veins as you plant your feet. Hermit stands a few meters away and just laughs at your puny existence. Use your slinger. You stand your ground looking upon the abomination known as Kermit. From your back pocket you pull out your trusty sling. Another typo. Made by your 20th great-grandfather. Wow, that's really old. Hermit laughs. You are brave. Oh, wait. You are brave, little one. But it's useless. He raises his arms and yells, I am the harbinger of death, chosen by the devil himself to bring doom to this world. You breathe calmly, feeling a strong sense of strength filling your mind. You look at him dead in the eyes and load a rock into your slinger and say calmly, I really do not care. You whip your sling towards Hermit and strike him between the eyes. His body goes limp and he crumples to the ground. You have discovered ending 4 of 9. Alright, we discover Hermit. Investigate. Follow. Walk into the cave. This time, red entrance. You choose the path with the red light. You are instantly hit with the smell of rotting flesh down the tunnel. You hear a mechanical contraption whirling around. Another typo, you said wearing, just letting you know. Around. You start thinking it's a trap, but it's too late to go back. You enter a long cavern, you almost vomit from the smell, and you look at the other side and you see the entrance to another room. The only problem is that a giant mechanical obstacle course built to kill with any mistake. Okay. Stands between you and the next room. What will you do? Use your intellect or use your strength? We're smart people. Intellect. Surprisingly, you are actually a genius with an IQ of over 218. I believe that's his IQ. I know that mine's higher, but I don't remember exactly what mine was. I know that mine's higher than his, so if that's his IQ, then, you know. Anyway, you use your amazing intellect, to perfectly I don't think that's supposed to be there. I think it should say, you use your amazing intellect to perfectly, no comma, time, no ing, your moves just right, and calculate the best options, and change that to 2, pass the obstacle course without being scathed. You walk into the next room and Hermit sits next to a podium with a piece of transcript on it. You said transcript, that's a typo. Just letting you know. On it. The room has several tunnels leading out of it. Out of the room, it should be out of it, because you don't want to say the room twice in a row. Anyway, solve the riddle and you go home, Hermit says with a smile on his face. You walk up to the podium and you read the riddle. Oh yeah, I'm not going to be doing the Hermit voice anymore. What has one leg in the morning, and two at noon, and four in the evening? Ah, well, we will think about this, shall we? I say, we take a random guess. I've rolled the dice, and I rolled the tree. Kermit smiles at you in a menacing smile, and slowly looks up. You follow his gaze, and a giant boulder suspended above you. You see a giant boulder suspended above you. You slowly look back at Kermit, dread fills you, and you start tearing up. Please don't do this. Kermit smiles more and stares into your soul. Life has no meaning without death. You hear a clink above you. You close your eyes and wait for your inevitable doom. You've discovered ending 9 of 9. Try again. Alright, we discover Hermit. We are going to investigate, follow, then walk into the cave, walk down the red entrance, continue down the path, use our intellect, continue to the next room. We are going to choose a frog, and you realize that the riddle is a metamorphosis cycle of a frog. Tadpoles have one tail. Oh, by the way, I'd already solved this before we chose the last one. I just thought it'd be funny to roll the dice. Anyway, as they age, they grow 2 legs, and then as they mature, they have 4. You turn to Kermit with a smile on your face, and you say the answer is frog. Kermit frowns. He never expected someone to figure out his riddle with such confidence. Congratulations, you have completed my gauntlet. Now, as we agreed, I will take you back to your friends. You've discovered ending 2 of 9. Obviously, we will investigate, follow, walk into the cave, down the red entrance, continue down the path, use our intellect. The next, one. You look at Kermit and give a smile before dashing through one of the tunnels. You keep running, knowing that you need to lose him if you ever want to get out of here alive. Continue down the tunnel. You continue walking for a while, trusting your instincts wherever you go. Letting them guide you through this immense maze. After an hour or so of walking, you come upon 3 different pathways. One glows a soft green, and you just barely make out the sense of birds chirping and wind blowing. The second glows a dull white at the end of the tunnel, and the other is dark and grey. White one. You cautiously walk down the path with the white glow. That's a misspell. You spelled wit. It is white. A feeling of dread builds more and more as you get closer to the light. No, I don't need this. There's no sound. Anyway, you don't know what's on the other side, or where it might lead, but you have to take a chance. You are shaken awake by your friends. You just fell asleep by the campfire, and your friends state that it was all a nightmare. You force a smile on your face as you remember how realistic it was, and the horror you felt. You gaze across the campfire, and on the edge of camp, you spy a pair of eyes in the bushes. They are looking at you with hatred and murder. You have discovered ending 6 of 9. Haha, nice. Either start a new adventure or go check out my house for stalkers. Well, give me one moment. Now that the house has all been checked, we will investigate. We will investigate, follow, walk into the cave, red glow, down the path. Use our strength this time. You are actually an unknown region master when it comes to obstacle courses. 7 gold medals to be precise. You nimbly and expertly glide through the course with stunning speed and athleticism. Continue. Well, we know the answer there now, do we? It is a frog. Alright, back to the beginning. Now, I believe we have done all of the investigating. So, without further ado, let's try running. We run. You hear a growl or mint from the trees. No, no, no. The voice in the dark turns dark and raspy. Try not to use... Oh, wait, the voice had turned dark around. Okay, never mind. You'll follow Hermit if you want any chances of living. Agreed to follow. Hermit leads the player for about an hour. The night's quiet. Around you in the distance is a large structure. Sticks out odd ground. Chuckles. Gauntlet. Friends. Run! You break out into a sprint, leaping over rocks and fallen trees. Behind you, Hermit leaps from the tree to tree, slowly growing in size, and he lets out a blood-curdling roar, planting the seed of fear in your chest. Well, last time, we kept running. Last time we stood and faced Hermit. Keep running. You keep running and running, but you feel him catching up to you with every heart-pounding step you take. He gains on you. His pace increases, and your heart fills with dread and fear. You keep running, however, tears streaming out of your eyes. After a while, you realize that you can no longer hear him. Relief fills your mind as you collapse on the ground, tired, out of breath, and terrified. After a few minutes of lying face first, you spelled face fist. That is a different thing. I would add an R there. Good on you, mate. In the dirt, you start feeling uneasy, the feeling of dread blooming inside. You slowly look up and see a gargantuan figure standing above you, with a bloodlust in his eyes. You have discovered ending 1 of 9. Try again. Now I'm going to comprehend my existence for a while. You know the drill. Now, we have ran, and we have kept running, and yada yada yada. Now we are able to hide in a bush. Bush. You run behind a giant boulder and jump into some bushes. In the moonlight, you spy a hawkish figure several meters from where you hid. It sniffs the air and lets out an ear-ringing roar. Sorry, I have to be kind of quiet. Anyway, you force yourself to cover your mouth so that you don't scream in terror. What will you do? Continue to hide or gather up your strength and confront the Hermit? We are not confronting him because we've already done that and we died. Continue. You choose to stay in the bushes. The sense of fear and utter terror keep you up all night. Later that night, you hear some screams in the distance. You clap your hand around your mouth to keep yourself from screaming with them. You stay in your bushes, with fear keeping you awake through the night. After a while, you see the sun start to rise and the sky brighten up. You wait until the sun is overhead and you step out of the bushes. After an hour or so of walking, you stumble upon your old campsite, which has been torn apart by something big. You see the blood of your friend smeared across the campsite, but they are nowhere to be found. In a state of shock, you find the car keys and drive away, leaving your friends behind. Start a new adventure, or I'm going to spend time with my friends. I believe that was all 9. So, Vincent, if I missed one, I'm so sorry. And if I notice that I missed one while editing this video, I will in fact add it in. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Sorry. And action! Thank you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please leave a like. Please go check out my friend's game at sharemyGame.com/@thatonevinny/escape-from-hermit. Thank you all so much for watching. Go check out the merch in the link down below. Every month we do a custom mousepad or playmat, whatever you want to call it. And they're all really cool. I work really hard on them. In fact, right before making this video, I started working on Marches, because it is currently February, but I started working on Marches, and I'm kind of excited to see what everyone thinks about it. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time, and also I'm Anarch from Anarch Gaming, and I'm glad that we escaped from Hermit, I guess. But we also died, so. Anyway, bye-bye! Hi, me from the future. We only got endings 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9, so we're missing 3 and 7. But the issue is I don't remember how we get to the other ones. So I would have to play the game all over again, which I don't really want to do. I mean, it was fun and all, but I don't have time. But anyway, so maybe you guys can go discover 3 and 7 on your own. Anyway, that's all. Enjoy.